see what it means to be living.
Okay, did you see the thing on Reddit that was like that boat that was in the ocean? At one point, it got to
Yes, it was in 2 different years, 2 different centuries, and 2 different days.
exactly. Bam, time is irrelevant. Proven right there. They're fucking. How is that possible? You know what I mean?
Because time's a concept created by us.
You can't justify 1 inch by like a year. You know what I mean? Or by a day.
Well, I mean, technically it was only in a different day by...
it's an imperfect system. Time was invented to keep a certain kind of order within the entire world. You know, if you're a fucking animal, if you're like a bird or some shit, and you're chilling out wherever the hell you live,
They have absolutely no perception of time.
But they're also not as complex beings as humans are. Humans without order is not a good thing.
How do you know they aren't as complex as us?
Because they're fucking birds. Their brain is the size of my left nut.
Prove to
depending
me
on the size of the bird.
that birds aren't conscious of themselves.
They haven't passed the mirror test.
Jesus Christ, just shut the fuck up, boys. If you wanted us to go back to a system where time didn't work, we would have to regress back to hunter-gathering, right? If we all just fucking farmed for a living, we would have such a huge surplus that we'd just be able to give everybody everything that they needed, right? We wouldn't have any like crazy shit. We'd have rivers to bathe ourselves in, we'd have rivers to drink out of, we'd have grain to eat, and nothing else would matter.
What does that have to do with time?
What are you talking about?
Wait, what?
Because when you remove time from the equation, that's what you get.
No.
You get what?
No.
Absolutely not. We would have without time, we would have advanced just at the same exact speed, guaranteed.
No, because we wouldn't have time.
What is time is irrelevant. Let's just put it that way. The universe is billions and billions and billions and billions.
It's not irrelevant. It's just a concept.
Yeah, it's a false concept created by imaginary beliefs.
All right, buddy. Since you fucking took a minor in philosophy, you obviously know a shitload more about this than I do. So I'm gonna go ahead and retract my argument.
Wait,
I'm gonna let you believe that time is irrelevant, and we're just gonna move on, okay?
Quaid said time is irrelevant how we have it right now.
Oh shit. Everything's relevant.
Everything is irrelevant.
The fact that we're talking to each other right now is irrelevant.
Dude, I mean, on the scale of the cosmos, yeah, everything is irrelevant.
Fucking kill yourselves.
Someone moved to this channel. Someone moved to this channel.
Okay.
So help me God, McQuaid. If you start spewing out more bullshit, I'm gonna kick you out of the call.
He'll stop paying for the TeamSpeak and it's just over.
Because TeamSpeak's just a fucking irrelevant concept, right?
It's just a made-up concept based on false beliefs.
I'll go give game server some fucking grain and they'll keep the server up for me.
Oh, boys, we're in.
No, you said that we would degress to fucking like hunter-gatherer. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, yeah,
we're in, boys.
If you wanted to regress to a time before time, like where we operated, like.
Why would we go
Dude,
back?
Wait. I've seen a TV show about this. It was called The Land Before Time. There were like dinosaurs and shit.
I will shoot you in the face.
So, I mean, if we're going back to a land before time, sign me up.
I need some tree stars, yo.
Not like.
You guys are fucking retarded.
Yeah, is that what's happening here? Because McQuaid also said that if everywhere in the world was just 12:49 a.m. That doesn't make sense either.
Alright, no. Time, Kramer is right, okay? Time is a made-up thing, like, that is created to create order. That's literally what it is. So, like, you could meet somebody, if you wanted to meet them at, like, fucking noon, you could meet them at noon. That is just, like, we all have an order Like, you know, we all have self-order
Okay,
with
but how
time.
is it
We know what's going
irrelevant
on.
then?
Because,
Hands up, crouch and follow me.
like,
Crouch and follow me.
dude,
Put your hands up, crouch and follow me.
Yeah,
Put your
goes so
hands
help
up.
me God.
What?
That said, so help me God.
Wait, are you
Put your
guys
hands
in
up,
this
crouch
lobby
and
with me?
follow me. Put your
oh my god,
No.
DJ's, oh.
Me
Yeah.
and Dubs are in a lobby. Put your hands up,
Mine
crouch and
just
follow me.
started.
Put your hands up, crouch and follow me. Put your hands up, crouch and follow me.
So,
Your
yeah,
hands up,
it's an
crouch and
irrelevant
follow me.
concept,
Put
and
your
as I
hands
was
up,
saying,
crouch and follow
if
me.
we wanted to get back to
Crouch
irrelevant,
and follow
where
me.
we could like live
Hands
without
up,
time,
crouch and follow
without like
me.
a system
Put
of
your hands up,
clocks or
crouch and
anything.
follow me.
And if we got rid
Hands
of
up,
the
crouch and
concept
follow
of
me.
time, we'd also have
Hey,
to get rid of the
guys.
concept of writing and shit.
Follow me.
Because all
Crouch
these
and follow
things,
me.
they were
Hands up, crouch
implemented
and follow me.
Y'all got some mics?
so that
Hands
we
up,
were able
crouch
to
and kill
progress, right?
yourselves.
Wait,
If we
but,
never, if we-
reading and writing is a generic concept.
it's a generic concept because
Reading and writing is a combination of random squiggles on a page to create made-up words that mean absolutely nothing
Exactly,
other than
okay.
to the person speaking the
Y'all hear
language.
me?
Okay. Yes, reading and writing is exactly like math. It is a generic concept, will never be changed. It'll never be, like, no matter what, no matter who you are,
Wait, Dubs,
words
did you get
and
off?
letters. Yeah, I left because DJ wasn't in it.
He's in it now.
I'm joining your lobby.
Yeah, you were in my lobby.
Oh, I wasn't for me.
Okay, so, yeah. What was I saying?
I mean, all these concepts started from fucking
Someone
Joe Schmo. That like I don't know, dude. Like way back when, like I'll just call it the fucking hunter gathering phase because I don't know what else to call it. But, like in that phase, people are satisfied, right? Because they didn't know any better. But then one day, fucking Steve Caveman over there came out of his little fucking stone and wood hut, and he went down to the river and he saw some fucking fish going on, and then he turned over to John. And he's like, "Ooga booga!" And he fucking- you know, he's like, "All right, I want that
Yeah.
fish, but I don't want to fucking run at it with my hands. What do I do with it?" And you know, like he could have figured all this shit out. That's probably how it happened. Actually, he like found a fucking sharp stick, he threw it at a fish, and other people saw him. Right?
Have you guys ever seen 2001: Space Odyssey?
Yes.
All
That's
I'm
how it
saying is,
happened,
dude,
bro.
2 plus 2 will always equal 4. No matter who
No,
you are,
no,
what you
no,
yes.
no.
No matter
2 plus
what,
2 equals fish.
it
Everyone
will,
knows this.
No,
it
but
will
Dubs
always
is right.
equal
In
4.
any language, like
any
math
language,
is
it's-
universal.
Math, but
The
so is
language everybody
language.
speaks.
Language is basically the same thing as math. It's a made up it's a concept made up of like non-imaginable like things. So we can like use math like 2 plus 2 will always equal 4. Like the word will always mean word, meaning
Language-
words.
Should we just
Language
like,
is
talk
equivalent
in
to math. I agree with you with math. Numbers will always be the same because that's I don't want to.
It's like a
I don't think it's a
generic
concept. I don't think it's a concept. I think it's something more than that.
It's a way to classify
The way to
Physical-
quantify objects.
physical material. Yeah, you can. Yeah,
I think
Exactly.
math is the only universal language.
but English can be translated. You know what I mean?
All
so
languages
like
can be
words.
translated, but
That's
But
what
they
I'm
can't
saying,
be
so
translated
words.
accurately.
they serve different purposes, though.
But in the end, we all have the same words for the same things. Right? Like, if I have a fucking orange in my hand, if I go up to a Chinese dude, he's gonna say something ridiculous, but it's still gonna mean orange. You see what I'm getting at? 2 plus 2
I
will
mean, I
always
guess
equal
so.
4.
Like, have you like tried to
It's funny that
translate?
you said that because Chinese actually created the orange. Like it comes from China. You know that?
Mandarin
Is
orange.
Is that why
comes
it's
from
called a
China.
Mandarin orange?
Well, the Mandarin orange, yeah, but no, just oranges in general. They come from China. Isn't that weird?
You know,
That is pretty
it's
weird.
hilarious
Did you know that bananas came from Africa?
that we
Fun
have
fact.
no idea what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
bro,
anymore,
monkeys.
apparently.
You see,
No,
this
we-
is the
no,
kind
we're
of
just digging deeper. See, this is like philosophy thinking. Like
we're not
you
digging
dig-
deeper. We're just
We
spewing random
absolutely
bullshit
are.
at each other.
Not true at all. I'm getting some,
Absolutely
just
not. The
wait.
only person that has any fucking remote idea what they're talking
according
about
to
is
McQuaid's
you.
theory, we are just spewing bullshit at each other.
Absolutely.
10020111000.
Easy start to queue.
111.
Okay, Kramer, I'm gonna ask you a question. Okay, answer this very thoroughly.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Oh, insta-Q, we in, boys.
Kramer,
Yeah.
how many times would you? Okay, just say, have you ever been dreaming
Yeah, I lucid dream. I thought we've gone over this 100 times.
and you thought that
I-
you were
I-
awake in the dream, correct?
No, he's trained himself for years.
Okay, no, fuck lucid dreaming. I'm saying
Are you guys in
have
right
you
now?
ever convinced
Yeah.
yourself
Dude,
in
we're
a
already
dream
parachuting.
that it was real life?
Wait, what? No,
No.
we're not parachuting.
I'm parachuting right now.
I've always
we're not
been able to
parachuting.
distinguish.
Like I'm on the
Never,
ground.
never
No.
in a dream has
We're in
your body
pregame
ever
lobby.
freaked out because it believes something in the dream
What?
that happened to be real.
What is happening, man?
No.
Like, you ever had a dream where you go to Thomas Creek and like it's just like it seems like real life. Like while you're in the dream, you like it feels like it's real life. Like you're at Thomas Creek. There's all those people.
All right. So my dreams are vivid, right? Like that. And like if I really wanted to believe, I guess I could convince myself that they were real life, right? But I'm always able to tell. I
Has
always have
anybody
something.
ever convinced themselves while they're in a dream
Fuck
that it was real
this. For the
life?
sake of argument,
Yes.
yes, I have. Keep going.
Well, not
Okay,
that it was
thank
real
you.
life, but
Not
I've-
real life, but you believe that what you're experiencing was real.
yes.
Okay. Now, prove to me that what we are experiencing right now is reality and what we face in a dream is not reality. And that's like a false
the only concept, no, the only grasp of reality I have, the only way I'm able to tell if I'm in a dream or not, is pain, and like looking at things. If I look at a clock in a dream, it says like fucking 12:03. If I go do something else and come back and look at a clock, it says like 5:06 or some bullshit. Those are the only two ways I'm able to tell.
Okay, now Descartes, the philosopher, would argue with you that pain
Wait, can I just say something?
is a neurally transmitted. I don't care about the pronunciation of his name. If you want
It's
to tell me,
Descartes.
fuck you. Thank you. Okay. All right. Now, I'm not in game, by the way. Are you guys in game?
Yeah, no, we left the lobby because DZ's joining different games than we are. It's because reality's not real.
Your
Okay.
brain
Keep going,
sent
McQuaid. You're
itself.
losing me.
All right. Okay. So, yeah, he would argue that pain is just a transmitted idea in your brain. Like it's you know how like your sensory, like all like pain and everything. Like how would you perceive, like in a like you think that this is reality because of physical objects, right? And your senses, like
Mhm.
sight, touch, smell, feel, taste, all that shit.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know the 5 senses.
that's not the point.
Hearing, sight. Fuck it, dude. Not even worth it. You guys already know the 5 senses.
What do you?
Oh,
All right,
absolutely.
Keep
Let's
going.
hear 'em.
Keep going. Just keep going, you fuck.
All right. Now, how would you know that your brain is just not giving you a false perception of what it thinks to be reality just by experiencing pain? You've convinced yourself at this point that this is reality and what you experience in a dream is not reality. But this reality, you could just be completely unoblivious that this is just a dream and that we're all gonna wake up one day.
I mean, I could subscribe to that.
So wait, hold
But,
on.
like-
Is that the idea of like death is when you wake up?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, kinda. That's like what some people think.
I mean, the
Is
thing
that
about that,
this is just all like a false illusion.
the thing about that, dude, is even if I was able to like convince myself that I was in some kind of fucking simulation,
Alternate reality.
we'll call it a simulation. Say I was in the fucking Matrix, right? And by some fucking miracle, I made some connection to my head that I knew I was in the Matrix, right? That would, I don't know, that would fuck me up, right? I would like, that would bother me. I think, like, I would just, like, if I'm sitting here right now and I, like, just tell myself that this is some kind of fucking alternate reality, what the fuck am I gonna do about it? You know? Am I supposed to just hop out of this fucking world and leave everything that I have?
No,
Like,
there's
even if-
absolutely nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, like there you go. So at that point, I would stop thinking about it. because it's completely out of my control, and that would just drive me fucking crazy, straight up. And that'd be the end of it. I don't want to think about that. That's how I just
all,
like
all
I
it
can
is
I,
skepticism.
yeah. I mean, I could sit here and talk about it, but like I'm not gonna sit here and fucking think of ways to get out of this fucking world. I mean, I can go off myself and see if I wake up then, but you know, what if I don't?
Which you probably won't.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but,
I'm a firm believer, and this is the only shot that we got.
So back where I was getting with the 5 perceptions, okay? Say this is what our fucking teacher did. He put a book and a pear
I have a question.
on the table, okay? He put it on the table.
I have a question.
What's your question, Joe?
How high was your teacher when he was teaching this class?
Completely
high as
sober.
shit.
He's fucking crazy.
So if he's fucking crazy, then why would you trust a single word that he says?
No, because he's a smart man. He's not crazy. He's a philosopher, dude. All philosophers are fucking crazy. You know what I mean? But okay. So he put a book and a pear on a table, and then he just picked on a random bitch, and he was like, okay, tell me the objects on the table. And the bitch said, a book and a pear. And the teacher was like, are you 100% sure that there's only a book and only a pear on the table? And the chick was like, yeah. And then he's like, and then he picked up the book, and it was obviously a real book, and then he picked up the pear, and it was just a plastic pear. So it wasn't a real pear. So everybody's sensory, okay, their vision senses were telling them, convincing them that it was a real pear. But in reality, it was a fake pear. And we didn't know
That's why
that.
the 5 senses combine.
We didn't know that until we were told. So there's never like a 100%, like you can't be 100% sure just like even based off like your
But
senses.
So
that's
basically, AK, what he's telling you is Jesus is real.
No, what he's saying is that his teacher
Good.
just used a stupid trick to try to blow the minds of every stupid little shit in that class.
Right.
Because the 5 senses combine. If you were able to touch the pear, smell the pear, you would realize that it was a fake pear. But because you were only able and limited to 1 sense,
What if he scented the pear with fucking whatchamacallit?
you'd still be able to tell
pear
with your sense of touch.
What if it was the same height and the same thing, but it wasn't a fucking pear?
There's still a noticeable difference between plastic and fruit.
Dude, you never know 100%.
Oh my
shit,
god.
McQuaid.
You don't know, even
Alright,
with your 5
McQuaid, I
senses.
think you need to go to bed for the night. I think
guys-
you're a little too
no.
high right now.
No, just listen to me, okay? You're not thinking outside the box here, man.
Dude, I think you're thinking inside the box.
I think you're thinking so far outside the box that you're goddamn Pluto by now.